Is he getting funnier, or have I finally lost the will to resist?
Lucy and I have to do a post-coital compatibility test, which means having it off and then a doctor looking at the aftermath.
Why would you imagine I would want to know that?
Good light comic, Adrian, isn't it? Good timing, that.
Yes, but let's straighten up this this debate that's been going on for so long. If that's light comedy, what the heck is heavy comedy?
I have no idea.
Does it exist as a category?
I think the Russians specialise in it.
Right.
Yes, I think
Right.
Russian cinema.
Right.
Again, good, terrific physical. I mean, I could, if you weren't here, Haz, I'd be saying how good you are.
Do you want me to go?
Really good physical. I mean, Jolie doing the old knees together gag. Now, that's her, that's not her. Because
that's,
actually...
that's not an easy trick.
She crashed the bike. I mean, that is absolutely true. Poor Jolie fell off it. She was heading towards us, the camera team, and she jumped off and did get a nasty bruise on her leg. It was a pretty horrible moment, actually. She fell off the moped.
Mr. Pooter here is a medical
and
so this guy with the bow tie, what's his...
oh, he would be... Oh, that's that Mr. Bean, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what people
Off
say.
the telly.
Yeah. In America, when we tested it, which it tested very high, I'd like to tell you, it was all, you know, everyone knows him as Mr. Bean. Loved Mr. Bean, you know. Now, there was a moment of quite good hilarity while we were shooting this, because obviously Hugh was there, because there was another scene we were doing, even though he's not in this scene, and there was Rowan, and there was me, which is sort of half of what was the Blackadder team, who worked together for many years, and we were all good friends, and talk about comedy and analyse it quite a bit. And anyway, I was sort of talking to Rowan and Hugh about, you know, how we were talking about the order of those instruments. That should he pick up the long plastic thing first, or should he pick up the kind of sort of scissory things first? What was the funniest order to pick up the instruments in? And I suddenly heard Jolie sort of snorting with derisive laughter, and we all turned around and realised that the three of us had congregated between her legs without realising it. Rowan had sort of been there, and I'd gone in to say, oh, I think you should pick this up first, and then Hugh had sort of, no, I think that's a funnier thing. And there we all were, three insensitive television comedians ignoring a fine and elegant lady whilst we witted on about comic timing. And she laughed at us and said, clear off from between my legs, which I think was fair enough.
Now, what we've just gone over, I think, my favourite bit in the whole film, which is Rowan... What Rowan does with his neck, when he's adjusting the angle of the lamp, he's doing the same thing. He's adjusting his own head in the same way. I just absolutely adore that moment. I could watch that again and again.
That's my favourite moment.
Yeah, and I just ruined that, didn't
I? So. Yeah, Rowan staring between the legs is one of the great, you know, I think silent comedy things I've ever seen. And I also think Jolie sliding off that bike. There's only 3 shots, and you really do feel that Jolie slides off that moped. And I think it's done very well.
General's keen to sharpen up our light entertainment in that area.
Meaning you want me out, but it's cheaper and less trouble to bury me in the daytime schedules.
Yeah, that's right.
So this isn't a set, by the way. That really is the bridge, just so you're aware. We did actually go on location.
Which bridge is it? I can't remember now.
It's Chelsea Bridge, isn't it? It's beautiful. And here we get to one of the heavier parts.
This is a real hospital?
Yes, but here we can get a bit political, Hugh, because it was an empty wing.
Right.
It was a fully fitted hospital, but it wasn't being used because although they had the funds to build it, they didn't have the funds to staff it or kind of equip it properly. So there we were on a wing of a hospital, the rest of which was working, but this bit was a bunch of tarts pretending.
Thatch.
It was Thatch who did it, although it's a bit difficult. It was 10 years after Thatch.
Yeah, but Thatch.
It's still Thatch.
Yeah, but Thatch.
I agree,
yeah, Thatch.
This is a beautifully acted and sensitive scene, which I have to say the American producers were particularly saying, now that's, you know, so very good acting.
Yeah, we'll take that.
We'll take that.
We'll take that scene.
Yeah, I'm very, I think the do absolutely brilliantly in this. But again, back to my favourite moment, the sliding off the moped. Do have a look at how Peter edited that, because I really think, you know, it's marvellously economical. I didn't give him a lot of shots, and it gets the most incredible laugh in the cinema. And when you have these, you test a movie. We tested it in Britain and America, and the film is they get a demographic audience in, and then they're asked to fill in chords at the end of it, and they have to say like favourite moments and things. And that sperm sliding got like a 98% approval rating. So if you don't like it, you're in a minority. Get with the people, okay? This again was one of those.
It's a pretty
things-
stern rebuke,
It
wasn't
is.
it?
It was a bit. I was being a bit heavy there, but you know, I just don't want someone saying, "Well, I didn't think it was funny, mate." I've got the kids behind me.
Believe me, they're going to say it.
They're not.
Somebody somewhere.
Yeah.